Good afternoon everyone, Connor from Zenfinex here, and today I'm going to be providing you an update to our monthly silver forecast for June. Now this is perfect timing really after the hawkish surprise we had from the Federal Reserve yesterday. Now I'm going to break down yesterday's FOMC event for you and give a balanced silver forecast for the rest of this month to see really where silver prices can go from here. Okay, so what was the big fallout from yesterday's FOMC meeting? It was really important. If you didn't listen to it, I'll give you a quick rundown now. Yesterday there was a real change of Fed communication towards policy, I think. Now the market was clearly too complacent about the commentary coming out of the Fed towards the end of May around inflation. I hear a lot of traders say, oh, don't fight against the Fed, tapering won't be mentioned for a while, they're always going to keep their stance. Yes, to some extent I do agree with that, but the fact is yesterday Jerome Powell's body language was very different and he seemed more on edge about things. A couple of main takeaways I took from the meeting and the economic projections were, first of all, the Fed's projection of inflation at 3.4% in 2021. Now that's up from the earlier 2.4%. Clearly they think inflation is coming quicker than anticipated, which means that they will need to pull back on their asset purchases quicker as well, or at least this is how the market took this news. To add to this story, and this is quoted, the committee would be prepared to adjust the stance of monetary policy as appropriate if risks emerge that could impede the attainment of the committee's goals. Now I found this really interesting. No, they aren't tapering yet. No, they haven't really changed their stance in terms of they're still going to use their full range of tools, but they are talking about tapering. And this was the main thing traders were looking for, hence the reaction in the markets. And where do we go from here then? Well, the narrative in the markets is likely to change now, and I think everyone needs to be aware of that. Volatility has been down recently, equities have been up, the dollar's been down, yields have been moving sideways / starting to move down. Well, now we're likely to see US 10 yields higher, which is what we saw off the back of the news. As a result, we're likely to see a sell-off in equities. We saw that after the news as well. I think there's more room for downside in equities. We're also likely to see a stronger US dollar. We're really seeing that in the market now already. And what's this going to do for silver? Well, it's going to put downward pressure on silver at least for the rest of this month. Now let's take a look at the chart to see some key levels. Okay, so taking a look at the chart now, and I've left in some of the levels I highlighted in my last silver video if you was watching, and you could see that this market was losing momentum here if you look at the RSI indicator. And you could see everything was pointing towards some downward pressure apart from this moving average cross that we had. But this 200-day moving average is still staying intact, and it's looking like as well it's starting to flatten out or start to tick to the downside. Now I've left in this take profit level down at around 23.7, and the reason I've done this is because this is where I think the market could be going for the rest of this month. If the market continues to take Jerome Powell's statement yesterday as hawkish, then definitely I can see the market heading towards there. From previously, I mentioned that this was the 4-hour order block where we could get a selling opportunity from. Well done if you got in on that sell. You can see we wicked 3 times into this order block level. Now we're moving further to the downside. But we can now ignore, and I'm going to give a balanced view, so I'm going to give a buying and a selling opportunity because I know some people out there won't agree that silver is going to fall off the back of this, and that's absolutely fine. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. So I'm going to give a balanced forecast. Now, where do I see silver falling from? In my opinion, and I'm going to get rid of these moving averages so we've got a nice clean chart. I'm going to keep it really simple because the market volatility now is creeping in. I don't have to pick moves from ranging markets that aren't actually moving very much at all. You can see we had this nice bearish impulse which broke these structure lows here. It's also gone and broken this, really the bottom of this range really that we was in down here as well. You can see that we broke there. Now this level here, which I'm highlighting, will be our order block entry level. Let's get that so you can actually see it. Hi guys, thank you for listening to this video. Just really quickly wanted to touch on a really exciting offer we have on the website. It's a limited time offer, and if you head over to zenfinex.co.uk, you will see the offer in front of you straight away. And this is that you can trade Forex on a standard account with raw spread plus 0 commission. And now Zenfinex is also an FCA and no dealing desk execution broker. If you are interested in this offer, you can get in touch with the team by clicking learn more, or you can simply go to open an account where you can start the application process. There you are. So I want something that looks really a bit like this from here, and then a sell down, and here's where my 2 take profit levels are going to be. My take profit level number 1 is going to be here. Oh, let's remove that. It's going to be here, and I'll explain why in a minute. Our take profit 2 level is going to be down at around 23.7. If we can get a correction up into this level and a selling opportunity from there, you can either sell directly from the 4-hour order block, which would be first of all 3.6 hour trade, and then heading for our more longer term target, which won't be a clean run there, don't get me wrong, but it's a 15-hour trade, a nice swing hold for you as well, but you have chips off the table by then, which would be great. Or we'll just quickly check to see if we can refine this level a bit further. Let's have a look. I'd probably leave the level there as it is. What you could do is once price enters this 4-hour order block, you could wait and on a 5-minute chart or 15-minute chart to wait for confirmation that this market wants to go down from here by a break of structure to the downside, a bit like what we had here, but on a lower time frame. Okay, so back to the reason I had this level, this first level as our take profit level. Now the reason I had this is because this was an order block level that I identified for you last time out, and it was a bullish order block, which on the daily chart was that level, but on this 4-hour chart we can probably refine it to something like this. And as you can see, we have gone into test, we've barely touched it, and we've wicked back to the upside. Now this is actually potentially a buying opportunity if you are bullish from this 4-hour order block here, this bullish order block. You can see that we run up and broke these highs, 1, 2 and 3 here. Where would I aim for if I was going to be buying around this area? Well, I would only really want to aim for the 4-hour order block that I highlighted previously as our buy and take profit. So potentially you counter trend up into our premium levels, and then a sell down into 26.5, then down into 23.7. So some really nice clean levels there for you on silver. Other than that, I think we need to just be patient in this market and wait for the right time to enter. It's no point jumping into selling opportunities right away just off the back of this, because look, you can see that on the 4-hour chart we're starting to enter oversold territory. On the daily chart we've still got some more movements to go, so hopefully we have an intraday correction and then a move lower as we can see this momentum moving down on the daily chart. So that's it for today, guys. On silver, I've given a nice update on the last video I done. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video and comment on the comments section as well. You can also subscribe to the channel, would be great. It really helps boost our channel as well. And we think we're nearly at 1,000 subscribers if we're not at 1,000 already. So a massive thank you to everyone who's subscribing and enjoying these videos. I'll catch you all for the next video, which will be next week. But I hope everyone enjoys the weekend. Sorry about the rain at the moment in England, but have a great weekend anyway. Cheers.